Hello, everyone. Welcome to the StriveScan Virtual College Fair, the College Launchpad Pad Series. We're here today with a STEM session. A couple of housekeeping items before we get started. Note that your camera and microphone are off so our panelists can't see or hear you. To that end, if you have questions about anything, you can use the Q&A button to type your question to the presenter at any time. Also note that we have additional sessions, so if you have interest in another institution, go ahead and check out that institution on the StriveScan website. Note also that we are recording the session and we'll post it to strivescan.com/launch once processed and ready for consumption. With those behind us, we'll turn it over to our first presenter from Winona State University. Laura, I believe you're still on mute there.
Mute.
Okay, can hear you loud and clear.
All right, you can hear me loud and clear. Okay, so we're going to go on and hopefully we'll move forward. So I am Laura McCauley from Winona State University, College of Science and Engineering, and I'm excited to share with you a little bit about what we have going on at our institution. First of all, I want to tell you a little bit about us. We are located in Southeast Minnesota, right on the Mississippi River. We're Division II athletics. We're a mid-sized university, but just a beautiful campus with a lot of opportunities. And I want you to think about something when you're looking for an institution. What is the graduation placement rate for jobs, careers in your field? And we have a 97% placement rate. And what I want to do is explain to you why that, what makes us unique like that. Because you know what? Every university offers a degree. So what you want to know is what will set us apart and what sets other institutions apart so that you can actually be successful, so that you can go where you want to go. So we've talked about this, why are we so good at what we do? And we've decided that we're kind of that perfect size. We're large enough for state-of-the-art equipment, but we're small enough for you to connect one-on-one with faculty. I want you to take a look at the image that's just a little bit over to the right. It was taken last week, and I'm going to read what it was at, because it was at the National Meeting of the American Society for Biochemistry and Molecular Biology in Philadelphia. That we have one professor and 4 graduating seniors, and these people started out as first-year students, and now one of them is going on to medical school. 2 of them are getting really cool jobs in biochemistry labs, and one is just living the dream. She's going to go work for Disney for the summer and pick up a position in the fall. So it's like, what did they do to be able to get where they need to go? I want you to take a look at Mallory down at the bottom. She was offered to go to 2 dental schools because she chose to be able to pick what it was she needed to do. And so I want you to take a look at the image of a confocal microscope working in her neurodevelopment lab. She walked through a door to pursue that opportunity. She also inquired with Mayo and spent the summer working in a program there. It's taking opportunities like that to be able to get yourself to where you want to go. In her case, dental school. So what is it? What kind of opportunities do you need? Think about that and think about what institution will get you there. This is a smattering of the degrees that we offer. So you can, I can go into tirades on each one and I won't, but I want you to know that we're successful at each one of these majors to get you the job, the career, or the grad school that you want to pursue. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the big areas. I'm lumping a few together. Health career programs. First of all, we're 45 minutes from the famous Mayo Clinic in Rochester. And so a number of our students have taken on positions there, work part-time. But take a look at these images, which are examples of what your labs, of what your classrooms are going to look like. So that it's these kinds of things that build success. So I want you to think about that if health career programs are part of your jam. Also, big data. my gosh, if you do Spotify and you get your Spotify Wrapped report, I want to tell you that's a data scientist that's building upon data, telling you a story about that data. So statistics does that, and data science is all about telling that story. If you can see the picture of the eagle, that's one of our professors that told a story about where eagles fly, so that when they're putting up windmills in our area, they're not going to put them in a place that's going to be seriously dangerous to our bald eagle population. So many opportunities, and also a lot of money in this field. So engineering, we offer composite materials engineering, which is if you are interested in aerospace, if you're interested in biomedical fields, composite materials engineering will get you there. So if you're thinking about that, come check us out. It's absolutely amazing. And then math and science is in such high demand, they even pay our student teachers to student teach. So if you're interested in that, we have that as well. And last but not least, environmental science. We are in the Mecca of the most beautiful part of our country. And so you can learn so much here by going to Trempealeau Wildlife Refuge. Our immediate world is your laboratory. So think about that. Think about the opportunities that you need to be successful. And maybe we can be that place that takes you where you want to go. If you have any questions, please get a hold of me. I would love to be able to meet with you, virtual, with a virtual meeting or however you want to meet. Let's find out if this is your place.
Laura, thanks so much. We're on to our next presenter from Edinboro University.
Yes, thank you, Dave. Hi, everyone. My name is Charlie. I'm from Edinboro University. I'm one of the assistant directors in the admissions office here. Edinboro is a Pennsylvania state system school located right outside of Erie, Pennsylvania. We are about 15 minutes outside of the city. Edinboro itself is a more rural, smaller town, close-knit community. If you can see behind my head here, that's what campus looks like. It's a big green space. There's a big lake there in the middle of campus. For students that may not already receive information and may be interested, I'm going to leave this up for a second here. You can text the word borough to 75644, and that will just get you more information about the university. We have about 4,000 students, so we're a mid-sized school. 15:1 is the student to faculty ratio, and class sizes are generally about 25 per class once you get within your major. This is just a quick snapshot of some of our majors that we're known for. I'm going to get more specifically into some of the STEM programs here. So for us, this really revolves around science, various forms of science, and math and computer science as well. Technology and engineering are two areas where right now we have an applied technical leadership program and an industrial and engineering administration program. If you're not aware, we are in the middle of integrating with Cal U and Clarion. And part of that integration will be more engineering programs. So that's an area of growth for the future that we're focused on. Just wanted to put that out there. But for the time being, math and computer science is probably our most popular area within STEM at the moment. Computer science would probably be the basis of that. Very strong in terms of programming, cybersecurity. We have a game and virtual world development program, aka a game design program, that kind of ties into art and computer science because we are also a popular art school. We have actuarial sciences for you data analysts out there. And then in the science field, obviously you have your biology, chemistry, biochemistry, exercise science. We have a forensic science program that has a crime scene investigation lab on campus. So that's a good one that fits in with criminal justice as well. A newer program we have is fermentation sciences. So everyone thinks of alcohol when it comes to that, but it's also about developing prescription drugs and things of that nature. And then the health science areas We have all the pre-professional programs, so pre-medical, dental, occupational therapy, physical therapy, etc. And then we also have the, not listed here, but the geosciences area, environmental sciences. We have a wildlife biology program within that field. Kind of fits our area, very outdoorsy type area. So that's a popular STEM program as well. A little bit else just about the university. For athletics, we are Division II primarily, but we do have a Division I wrestling program. We also have men's and women's esports, tons of clubs and organizations. We have a campus outdoor recreation department. Again, goes with the outdoor type student that we tend to have on campus. And then it's a pretty reasonable degree, any degree from Edinboro. Tuition is about $10,000 a year for a PA resident, about $15,000 for a non-PA resident. So the total cost, everything except for books, is about $22,000 in-state, $26,000 out-of-state. If you are out of state, you do get a housing waiver as well. So that takes $3,000 off of that $26,000. So overall, pretty affordable place to get your education. Thank you.
Charlie, thanks so much. We're on to our next institution, St. Louis University.
All right, thank you for allowing me to speak to everybody here today. My name is Chris Penworthy. I am the STEM enrollment coordinator within the Office of Admission at St. Louis University. Here to talk to you a little bit about some of our STEM programs that we offer through SLU. A little bit about St. Louis University. We are a Catholic Jesuit university. We actually have two campuses. One is in Midtown St. Louis, Missouri. Another that is located in Madrid, Spain. So those of you that are interested in studying abroad know that we have some cool opportunities available for students through our Madrid campus. We are a mid-sized university, about 7,700 undergraduate students, 12,000 students in total. We are a majority residential campus. About 65% of our students are coming from outside of Missouri and the St. Louis area. We were actually the first university west of the Mississippi, a little bit over 200 years old now. A little bit about our colleges and schools that are offered through SLU. A couple that I would like to highlight that we offer that have quite a few of our STEM programs: public health and social justice, College of Arts and Sciences, for those of you that might be interested in biology or math. Dewey College of Health Sciences, we have our School of Science and Engineering that is actually just being opened for this fall of 2022. Trudy Bush Valentine School of Nursing, and SLU also does offer our own School of Medicine. So those of you that might be interested in eventually pursuing a degree within medicine after you finish an undergraduate degree, know that we have that available at SLU. We have close to 90 undergraduate major programs, and even more programs that are offered once you include our minors and concentration programs. Within STEM, we are very well known for our health science programs. Know if you are interested in doing anything related to medicine, pre-med could be added on as a concentration to basically all of our undergraduate degree programs. That is very popular for students that are majoring in biology and chemistry, but that is also something that you could add on to some of the things, including some of our humanities programs, our theater programs. We even have students majoring in engineering that are able to do pre-med. So know that's an option for students at SLU. Also really well known for our science and engineering programs. Currently offer 6 direct entry engineering degree disciplines: computer science, environmental science, and geospatial studies at SLU. All of our programs on the undergraduate level are direct entry, so very unique with us. If you are interested in going to a specific discipline of engineering, a specific type of health sciences, you can apply directly for those disciplines, and we will admit students for those disciplines as they're going through the application process. We also have a couple very competitive programs that are unique to us, including physical therapy, which is a 6-year direct entry doctorate program, occupational therapy, which is a 5-year direct entry master's program, and through our School of Nursing, we offer a direct entry bachelor's degree program with several of our students going on to pursue additional degrees within nursing. For those of you that are deciding between a couple different types of programs, but you know you're interested in things like nursing or health sciences within those direct entry programs, know that we do offer some still deciding options for you to navigate amongst all those different areas, especially within the freshman year. We offer several opportunities for our students to do applied learning while they are at SLU. Within our STEM majors, we try to give our students every semester at least one, if not more, project or lab-based course. Some really cool things that we offer on campus for engineering students, flight simulators, wind tunnels. We have artificial intelligence labs. So know that you'll be able to go in, do some hands-on work within each of those areas. For those of you that might be interested in eventually pursuing medical degree programs, know that we offer several opportunities for students to do clinical rotations, both through our own School of Medicine and hospital, but also all around the St. Louis area. We have some fantastic partnerships with some of the health and medical opportunities within the area. Other thing that we are very well known for is undergraduate research opportunities. Any of our students that are interested in pursuing research will have the opportunity to do so as soon as even potentially their first semester of their freshman year. We do offer the chance for students to do independent research. We also have some fantastic companies and organizations that have been providing funding for our students to do research. That includes the Boeing Company, NASA, the US Air Force, Pfizer, and Moderna, just to name a few that have been paying our undergraduate students on campus to do research. A couple other fairly unique programs, especially for those of you that might be interested in going into some of our STEM majors and health science majors, a few honors and scholars programs that we offer through St. Louis University. 3 of the ones that we have mentioned on there are direct entry for our students to be guaranteed a spot within those graduate programs. That would include our law scholars programs for students interested in going into law after graduating, physician assistant scholars for students that want to pursue a PA degree after their undergraduate degree, and speech, language, and hearing science scholars programs if you're interested in pursuing a master's or PhD. Our medical scholars programs and pharmacy scholars programs will give you a chance to be guaranteed an interview within our School of Medicine or within the St. Louis College of Pharmacy after graduating. So some unique programs for things that you could potentially do after graduating. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. My direct contact information is on the screen. I look forward to potentially speaking to you in the future.
Chris, thank you so much. Great job. We're on to our next one. IUPUI, Informatics and Computing.
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. It's nice to meet you. My name is Taylor Dooley, and I work with IUPUI and specifically our School of Informatics and Computing. So first, I'd like to start off with showing you just where we are in the world. Our university, IUPUI, is located in Indianapolis, Indiana, so right in the heart of the Midwest. And if we scroll in, you can see that, oh yeah, we are right there, literally in the heart of the city. If you've ever been to Indianapolis, we are right downtown, within walking distance of the Circle Center Mall, Lucas Oil Stadium. So definitely a big urban campus environment. Now, IUPUI itself, we are a pretty big college. We have about 30,000 total students, over 500 majors, and we also are a pretty unique deal. First of all, we are a collaborative campus. So our name, IUPUI, that actually stands for Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis. So in one campus, we do offer both IU and Purdue degrees in one spot. Now, I mentioned that I work only for the School of Informatics and Computing, so that's what I'm really going to focus on during these 6 minutes. But I do want to mention that IUPUI itself has an amazing amount of STEM opportunities. We have the IU School of Medicine on our campus, largest school of medicine in the country, 5 hospitals within a mile radius, a school of dentistry, nursing, public health, Purdue engineering, Purdue science on campus. So a lot of STEM opportunities. But in our school and our department, we have 6 degrees that we offer that are all focused on the concept of informatics. And each of these is an Indiana University degree, if that matters to you. So in our school, we have degrees in informatics, applied data and information science, artificial intelligence, 2 programs focused on the intersection of healthcare and computer science and technology, so biomedical informatics and health information management. And then we have a very creative program in media arts and sciences. This is where students can focus on game design and development, 3D graphics and animation, video production and sound design, web design and development, and digital storytelling. Now, when I talk to students, they're often pretty confused on what the word informatics means. But our program is going to be a bit different than, say, a computer engineering or a computer science school. Our friends in computer engineering often much more focused on the actual hardware components of computers as machines, designing them to be smarter and faster. Our friends in computer science are often focusing more on the theory behind programming languages and software development, teaching computers to be smarter, to do more things for us. And in our school, we are examining the human element of how we're designing technology. So we're really focusing on human-computer interaction, how we are designing technology to be used by human beings, UX and UI concepts, user experiences and user interfaces, and designing technology to be intuitive, accessible, and user-friendly, because you can have the smartest computer in the world, but if it's big and clunky and difficult to use, no one is going to use that device. It's going to be wasted potential unless it's actually user-friendly and accomplishes its purpose. So these are 6 degrees we have in our school. We also have a double major program where you can major in both our informatics degree and our media arts and science program. And this is our full stack developer route. It's going to teach you both front end and back end development skills. These are terms you're going to hear in the web design and development world and in the software engineering world. So we do have a double major path built in. I do want to take a moment and talk about a couple other unique opportunities we have in our school and in our programs. So in the past couple of years, we've been debuting a couple boot camp options that we're really excited about. So we do have a 16-week boot camp that's open to any kind of student, whether you are a high school student nervous about jumping into a 4-year program or an adult student interested in reskilling in a different area. We have a 16-week completely online option where you can earn 18 college credits in web and mobile app development. And then we also have a summer program focused on data science. I also want to take a moment and show you some of the facilities we have in our school and in our department, because we have some awesome lab spaces for our students. We have a whole lab focused on our game design and 3D graphics and animation students with professional size Cintiqs. We have a whole video editing lab with Mac computers and a whole color grading bay. We have a lab space with a huge visualization wall and 3D printing, and we have a whole audio production suite, a green screen room, and more. So we have amazing technology that our students are able to use for free as a part of being our students. I want to end on talking about the numbers. So at IUPUI, tuition, including with everything else for an in-state student, is right around $24,000. We are part of a program called the Midwest Student Exchange Program. So if you live nearby, instead of paying $30,000 in out-of-state tuition, you'll actually pay right around $15,000 in tuition for the year. And unique to the School of Informatics and Computing, we will actually offer students a scholarship no matter where you live in the United States to bring you to this amount. So you can pay a reduced rate to study on our campus. And then finally, I want to leave you with a way that you can learn more about what our students are working on, see some of their projects. We do have a YouTube channel. You can find us. We're the School of Informatics and Computing at IUPUI on YouTube. We have a virtual tour of our space, interviews with our students, and also some videos down here of capstone projects and some amazing work our students are doing out there in the community. But that's the end of my time. Again, I'm Taylor with IUPUI and the School of Informatics and Computing, and thanks for having me.
Thank you. We appreciate you presenting. We're on to our next institution, the University of Alabama at Birmingham.
Hey guys, I'm so excited to be with you here tonight. Again, I'm Heather with UAB. We are your very sort of urban centric campus located right in the heart of Birmingham, Alabama, right in the heart of the medical district and in the downtown district. I'm providing lots of sort of information for you behind me today, or maybe I should say in front of me, whichever way you're looking at your computer. Just want to highlight some of this information for you. So we're a campus of about 22.5 students. Graduate school population tacks on a little bit of a larger number to that. I should say grad school and medical school. Very diverse campus. So if you're looking for that sort of urban city environment, come see us. Like I said, we sort of draw upon not just our own energy within UAB, but also the energy and the dynamic urban atmosphere that Birmingham offers as well. You'll see some sort of stats here. One thing I think that makes UAB special, and this is recognized by Forbes magazine, is we are just a really sort of healthy environment, both for our students, our medical facilities, our faculty and staff. Folks are happy to come to UAB and they're happy to stay at UAB. Here are just a few more stats for you. One I think that's especially important here. You can see we've got this sort of 75-25 split for out of state, in state. We have recruiters positioned, across the country, and we're happy to serve both of those kinds of populations. But more important than that, even, we're recognized as a diversity champion. And you'll see in years 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021. So we believe that certainly every student from wherever you're coming, whatever state, whatever international population, you are valuable and important, and we welcome you with open arms. I want to show you some images too. You sometimes hear recruiters joke that when you see cranes on campus, it's representative of a growing campus. Certainly that's the case at UAB. This is sort of a glimpse here of our new science and engineering complex. You can see some other facilities here. One I'd like to highlight is Honors Hall. This is a really beautiful facility for our honors community to gather, both for in-class instruction, but also sort of, social and academic responsibilities or extracurriculars outside of the classroom. And this is another one that's really intriguing for freshman students specifically. This is McMahon Hall. We do require all freshmen to live on campus, and this is one of the 3 options that's available for all freshman students. I sometimes joke that housing at UAB looks a little bit like resort living. Inside this facility, there's this state-of-the-art fireplace and community kitchen environment downstairs. And I think it's something that really provides health and wellness for our freshmen. So I want to talk with you about academics for just a moment. We have a number of options for you. We are sort of known nationally for our medical school and for our math and science programs. They are unlimited. If we have students that are interested in the sciences, really, you have so many different directions you could go. But I wanted to sort of highlight a few of the most prominent or cutting edge that might intrigue you tonight. One of our most dynamic programs, this has sort of made a national splash, is our Joint School of Medicine program. So what this means is you are taking undergraduate classes, you have your normal academic advisor, but you're also taking classes that are housed in the medical school as an undergraduate. So these are our 6 programs. Some of these, like cancer biology, is the only one that exists in the country. So neuroscience, very, very popular among our students. All of these programs are housed in the College of Arts and Sciences, except for biomedical engineering. And we're seeing sort of a continued increase even for students to use biomedical engineering as a platform into medical school. So just something to think about. There are other programs that are super prominent as well. You'll see that national ranking for our nursing school, beautiful nursing space, state-of-the-art technologies, simulation rooms that rival anywhere that you might go. We have this Promise of the Dean Nursing Scholars Program. If you meet certain academic criteria, you're guaranteed into upper division nursing as you start your freshman year. School of Public Health. This is something I think that we've seen more and more of with sort of the onset and the continuation of COVID. These hospital professionals, administrators that log on or show up on your TV giving press conferences. These are people in public health sometimes, and we're seeing an increased student interest with this. School of Health Professions, you've got options here. Again, you can use this as an undergraduate program or a platform into research, graduate school, or medical school. And then, of course, I've mentioned the School of Engineering already, with biomedical engineering being a great interest for students, but you've got other options as well. I kind of just wanted to highlight for you the steps for application fee, We're looking for transcripts directly from your counselors, and we are test optional for the next 2 years. You'll see minimum requirements here, at least a 2.75 GPA, 20 ACT, or 1020 SAT. I also want to mention to you one other really just great academic program that you might consider. We have early entry and direct entry programs into medical school, dental school, and optometry school. If you're accepted into the program, you're guaranteed a spot into those medical programs. We've also got great scholarships. Check out specifically these new programs, the National Recognition Scholarships and the National Merit Finalist Scholarships. These are new to our campus this year. And here's my contact. It's been such a pleasure to talk with you today. Certainly, I'll be here for the chat and for the questions in the end.
Thank you. We're on to our next institution, University of New Hampshire.
Okay. Well, good evening, everybody. I am Tara Shoulder. I'm the Senior Associate Director of Admissions at the University of New Hampshire. Thank you for joining us this evening. I have the pleasure of just giving you some of the highlights about the University of New Hampshire. Going to talk a little bit about our location. If you're not familiar where New Hampshire is, we are in the very upper northeast of the United States. And our campus is really located really in the heart of New England. So our students really love that we're not far from the Atlantic Ocean. That's only about 15 minutes away, not far from the mountains. And then also some great urban locations like Boston is only an hour and 15 minutes away from our campus. We're a mid-sized university. So we have about 12,000 undergraduates, about 2,400 graduate students. The average class size is just 35 students. Most of our students come from outside of New Hampshire. Most come from New England, New York, and New Jersey. They come from all over the country and from almost 70 different countries to study on our campus. We are an R1 research university, a land, sea, and a space grant university. That just simply indicates where our faculty and our students are doing research from the bottom of the ocean and then into space. We have close relationships with NASA, and also NOAA has its ocean floor mapping facilities right on campus. We have over 50 research centers and institutes for you to take advantage of as a student as well. We have over 100 majors. Our majors are organized across these 5 different colleges. I'm going to really focus on 2 colleges here, though. I want to talk about the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences with you. Has 40 majors, including 14 different engineering options for you to consider, plus 18 minors. And you can see on the right there, really quickly, highlights from our list of majors. So whether you're thinking bioengineering, environmental engineering, you're interested in, ocean engineering or something in computer related fields or earth sciences or math or analytics or data science, we have all of that on our campus available to you. Like I said, I also want to talk about the College of Life Sciences and Agriculture, just to highlight some of the STEM options that are available there. You can see here we have 32 different majors, plus 2 dual majors that I do want to highlight, one on sustainability and one on eco-gastronomy. And then also there are 27 minors that COLSA, as we call it for short, offers. And you can see on the right there, our majors in the College of Life Sciences and Agriculture are organized into the biological sciences, the molecular, cellular, and biomedical sciences, and also the natural resources and the environment sciences related to those different areas. So I just took a real quick smattering of some of the highlights that I thought might attract you. One is that we are, receive $41 million in research funding each year from NASA, NOAA, NSF, and many others. We are one of just 9 ocean engineering programs in the US. We have an amazing veterinary diagnostics lab for our students interested in veterinary sciences, and then highlighting a few more of the resources that we have available. And then many of our students, we have a very high number of students going on to medical and veterinary school. We are a Division I university with 18 different Division I sports, a lot of club and club sports, intramural sports, also student clubs and student organizations, but there are also many clubs and student organizations that are related to your program of study. So you can see here just a smattering of student clubs and organizations that are related to our steps and our COSA majors. A lot of exciting global learning opportunities for you as well. COSA, for instance, does have programs in Ireland, New Zealand, Portugal, and Costa Rica. And we do have we're part of an engineering exchange program as well. I know sometimes students interested in STEM fields can be concerned that it's not as easy to do a study abroad, but it's not difficult at all at UNH. And then our graduates have very strong outcomes. So most of our students overall, but especially in our College of Engineering and Physical Sciences and College of Life Sciences and Agriculture, they're doing at least one internship, research, or study away, and in many cases, they're doing more than one. And then 6 months after they graduated, most are either employed in doing a job that's related to what they studied at the university, or they're in graduate school. You can see on the right there. Some of our top employers for our graduates, you'll recognize many of these brands. So it's really the top employers coming here to our campus to recruit our students. And then finally, I just want to present to you my contact information. So if you have any questions at all about UNH or our admissions criteria, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. So thank you so much for joining me this evening.
Thanks so much. And we thank all our presenters. With the time we have left, we're going to ask our presenters to participate in a quick question and answer session. So the first question I have for the panelists are, what's one thing you want your students to remember about your STEM programs? So again, we'll start at the top with Winona State.
Oh gosh, I think the fact that we can get you where you want to be, where you want to go. We are really aggressive about not only giving you the classes, but the multiple experiences that you need to be able to be successful. Again, 97% placement rate in your field. So that's what I want you to remember.
Thank you. Edinboro University.
Yeah, nothing specific other than the point that I sort of related to earlier, that it is the main focus moving forward. They're all areas of growth for us. And I see many more opportunities coming in those areas.
St. Louis University.
Yes, I mentioned that research, especially undergraduate research, is one of the most important things for our STEM programs, but also our research is very interdisciplinary in nature. So know that if you're interested in lots of different areas of STEM, there's lots of great opportunities, even if you're majoring in a specific area, that you can research alongside other majors, other schools and colleges within the different programs we have at SLU.
Very good. IUPUI.
Chris, you stole my answer. I was going to say at IUPUI, our STEM programs are so interdisciplinary and collaborative. With Purdue Engineering and Science on our campus, the IU School of Medicine, students in our programs, informatics, are right now doing 3D modeling research with the Navy, 3D modeling planes and ships, doing VR research on treating patients with PTSD with VR simulations, doing all sorts of cool things with the technologies they're learning in our programs, but with all these different partners on campus.
Very good. UAB.
I would encourage you all just to think about the really unlimited options you have at UAB. I showed you sort of a snapshot of the various programs that offer STEM options for our students. That's certainly not all we have to offer, but it is a huge concentration on our campus. I'd also kind of call your attention again to those fast track accelerated programs that will take you even to terminal degrees, and our early medical school acceptance program, the pre-dental option, and the optometry option as well. It guarantees your spot into those schools as you enter as a freshman.
Last but not least, New Hampshire.
A lot of great answers. I would just say we're an R1 university. And so really, coming to UNH means doing your research with faculty that are leaders in their field and often having funding available to you as an undergraduate to get involved year one in doing research, again, at a national and international university.
Thank you so much. Some great answers there. We'll go on to our last question. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process? Again, starting up at the top, Winona State.
My advice is look for an institution that supports what you want to study, but also supports the adventures that you want to pursue. Because you want to live a balanced life, and what is that going to look like? So look at the opportunities, look at what is offered beyond the degrees so that you can create your more or the world that you want to be. So I think that's what I want you to look at. Look at like the whole balance of where you want to live and how you want to live.
I would say take the time to visit a number of campuses. So yes, you can get almost any information online that you want these days, but you really won't know about the campus until you're physically there and the feeling that you get when you're on campus. So I think you have to physically, visit any school that you're interested in and see if it can be a fit for you.
Charlie, you took mine, so I will go ahead and say that know that academics, while important, is not the be-all end-all for college search and application. All schools that are here are looking for students that are well-rounded. We want to see you get involved in leadership opportunities and community service. So know it's important to stay on top of your classes, but also get outside your comfort zone a little bit. Regardless of the major you're going into, will be really important for you and even potentially help you to become a leader within those programs.
And then I'd say, don't be afraid to ask questions and ask for help at the colleges you're interested in. Many of us here in this panel our entire jobs are to help high school students and prospective students learn more about our institutions. And so don't be afraid to reach out, because I know that many of us would love to set up a visit for you or get you the information you need to help you make an informed choice on your college destination.
I think I would encourage all of you just to be super organized. There's this sort of archaic idea that deadlines are far later than they actually are now. And so many schools have early deadlines for both admission or scholarships. And my recruiters, I'm sure, can agree with me. It's painful as a recruiter to be speaking to seniors this time of year when scholarship deadlines had passed and opportunities for early acceptance programs have passed. So just get your ducks in a row, get all your materials ready, get ready for that hard launch summer before your senior year, and keep up with those deadlines so that you're sort of enabled with all the opportunity to have lots and lots of options to make the best choice for yourself. We want you certainly all to be a part of our institutions, but more importantly, we want you to find yourself in the fit that's right for you.
Okay, and I would just say one piece of advice would be to think not only about what you think you want in a college experience, but also challenge yourself. What do you think you don't want? And I would say, if you think you don't want a rural school, visit a rural school. If you don't think you want a larger university, visit a larger university. So challenge yourself, have fun with the process. That would be my #1 recommendation.
Thank you so much. Some great information from our panelists today. That'll conclude today's session. Again, big thanks for everyone for attending. A couple of housekeeping items. Again, we've got a quick 5-question survey. So if you have time, go ahead and fill that out. It'll help us do our future programming. Also, again, a reminder, we have additional sessions, so you can find those on the StriveScan website, and go to strivescan.com/launch for recording of today's session. Once again, thanks to all our presenters, and hope everyone has a great night.